Hi everyone, and welcome to NRC Q&A. I'm Angelica with National Research Center, and today I'm with Michelle Kobayashi, who's the Vice President of National Research Center. So Michelle, we have a lot of questions from clients and people who are interested in survey research. And one of the questions that we commonly get is, how do I go about making up custom questions, maybe adding custom questions? What kind of questions should I be asking if I'm coming up with my own?
Well, so usually when people are doing custom questions, if you're not doing a complete custom survey, but just some questions maybe, say, on the NCS, we often think about what is a really topical, important issue to the city or to your jurisdiction at the time. So first of all, you want it to be topical. Second of all, you want it to be something where you actually want to hear from the residents. If you've already made a decision, don't ask the question. If there are options you're not considering or willing to move forward on, don't ask the question. It really needs to be about something that you really want the residents' input, that you're willing to take their opinions and priorities and use it. And then also make sure you ask the question in a way where you're really making sure you don't bias it, making sure you're really getting at the truth that comes from folks, making sure they feel like they can give you the right kinds of answers. I think that will guide you the most. And then also, of course, vetting them with counsel, with other managers to make sure that they're the kind of questions you want put out there and that you can actually use the data when it's back. When you get these information back from the residents, make sure it's useful. Make sure it will help you point in the direction you want to go.
Right, so you want to make sure that you're not just asking the question just to ask the question, that you have an actual reason for asking that question. Do you have any tips on how to phrase questions or what kind of words to not use maybe?
There's actually quite a bit of skill to creating questions, and but a couple hints that I usually give people is we try not to bias them in the introduction, try not to tell them you think this is a great idea, or one option is better than the other, if you want to find out that type of information. We also want to make sure that we scale questionnaire responses so that they're not cognitively challenging. We usually use scale responses of 4 to 5 point scales. We don't go to these really big, long, complex kind of questions. And we also just make sure that the question is asked just enough in a neutral manner that folks can answer it correctly. But there are actually more tips than you would imagine into how to write a question well, and hopefully you have an expert that helps you do that part.
Well, luckily she's actually written a book about this. You might want to check that out. But thank you so much for answering that question for us today, and thank you for watching. Come back next time and we will answer another question.